Hi, I'm Mrs. Bellick. I'm at Autry Middle School, and this video is really designed for you to take things that you've already created in terms of lessons and create it in a way that it can easily be used in a digital platform so that you're not recreating things and making more work. Hopefully there's some shortcuts to, if you've already got some things created, you can easily convert them and allow students to just upload or download, type in their answers, and then upload it without having to print anything out. So I've got a Word document. You can see that here. And the problem with a Word document and using maps is if a student opens up your map and they open it up incorrectly and things shift, they don't see what you've created. Everything shifts and then their answers are incorrect or it's not as it should appear. So I prefer, if you're using a picture or an image on top of an image, to create a PDF. That way the students see exactly what you've created and it's clear. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Save As, and Save As, right now, it's in a Word document. Okay, and again, we just talked about the pitfalls of having pictures or images that can be altered somehow in the download process. So we want to convert this to a PDF. And once it's converted to a PDF, it shows me right now what file it's in, but you can save it to 365 as well. I want to say yes. I'm saving it. Now, you can see down here, my PDF, okay, is here. It's a beautiful thing. I can click on any of these spots. Nothing is moving. Okay, so the kids see exactly what you've created. That's a great thing. The problem is they still can't put their answers in. That's the downside of a PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to save as. I'm going to go to my file. I've got it where I want it. Save as, yes. Okay. And then let's close this. I'm going to minus this out. And then I'm going to go to a cool platform, and it's called PDF Escape. PDF Escape, you have to put in a email account, create an account. It's free though. So that's another beautiful thing. I mean, I'm sure there's some upgrades, and you can pay for the upgrades if you so choose, because I think it allows you files that you can save. But for our purposes, if you're trying to save some money and create some things on the cheap PDF Escape, you want to do the free version. So I don't want to create a new PDF document because I've already done that. I've converted that Word document into a PDF. So I'm going to click PDF because I want to upload it. Okay, so now I've got to drop my file. So I'm going to go over here, and then I've got this physical feature map. It's already created as a PDF. I want to take it, drag it, and drop it in. And in a second, it's going to show me that that's exactly what I've done. So I've got and it shows you here what you've got. So I've got my PDF. We've already looked at it, but now it's in this platform. Well, now I need to do my magic. I want to go up here to Form Field. You've got several different things you can play with, but this is how you create a spot for the students to be able to add something. The Form Field Creation tool, you want to go down here to this drop-down menu. This is telling me right now, before I even touch that I can do just a text, so that they could just put K is the Northern European Plain. If I just want them to be able to type that in there, then I can just put text box. Well, that's what I want. But there's some other options. Let's say that you want them to explain why the Northern European Plain is important for Europe. So I might have that as a constructed response or an extended response, depending on my question, and you can take a paragraph, draw it in with your tool, and you can have the size of your text box paragraph, the size that you need for the students to respond accordingly. You can also use checkbox as well. So you've got three different options here. The one I'm going to use for this, because they only need one answer, is the text. Then I'm going to hit select. Okay. Then I'm going to go down here. Well, I don't want them to do anything on the map. I want my answers right after this. Well, that's a pretty big text box. I don't need it to be that big. I might need it a little longer. and then I want to be able to move it up right here. One thing that you want to keep in mind before you convert it to a PDF is you want to have enough space in between your questions so that you can put these space bars in so that the students can answer it, and you've got enough space to put these little text boxes in that they're going to type in, okay? So you want to do that before you convert it to a PDF. So I've got that. Now, I can click here again and do another one. That's a little more time consuming because I got to try to match it up. Look at this. I can try to match it up and then move it. That's pretty close. Got to extend it here a little bit, but you get the idea. Well, you can sure do that, but I'm going to show you another thing that you can do. Let's say you didn't like where you put it, or it's not where you want it. You can delete it, but let's say you just want to duplicate it. That way it's the exact same size and it's just a matter of resizing. I click it again, I duplicate, and then it's just a matter of moving, and I can do this all the way down, like so. Okay, duplicate, and then I'm just taking it, I wait for that, and then do that all the way down. Okay, so I'll just show you basically the same idea here. So this is what you want to do in order to have a spot for the students to type. And like I said, if you want the text paragraph, you're going to select that. This just gives a line. Okay, well, now I've got it. Let's say I've done the whole document. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to download it. If you have a different version, I think you can save the documents, but I have the free version. I want to download this. So I'm going to click the green button here with the download arrows. If I click that, you can see here at the bottom where it's downloading it. Okay, so now I want to open this up. I've got my map, and the kids can't mess with any of the letters or move it around. And now I have text boxes here that I can type in the answer, right? Just like that. And so you can upload this document. The students can type right in the spot that you've created. And it's a great thing because you're not reinventing the wheel. It saves you some time. The boxes take a second, but boy, is it a whole lot easier than trying to get them to print something off or have them pick it up at the school. This just makes what you've already created a whole lot easier. So hopefully this was helpful, and thanks again for listening.